Happy Easter to everyone out there. I'm Ariel, and this is Urbanist. I explore cities all around the world, tell about the stories of history meeting urbanism. So basically, any cool stories about how our built environment works, how it's constructed, the secrets behind our places. That's what I do, and welcome to a live video today. It's Easter Sunday, April 20th, 2025, and let's see how Easter Sunday looks like in the heart of New York City. Right now we're in Midtown at the corner of 50th and Broadway. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm Ariel, this is Urbanist, and let's explore. Welcome Brendan, welcome RJ. Let me know how you are doing. Right now we are walking southbound on Broadway, going to see how New York City looks like on the Easter Sunday. Hello Mater, happy Easter to you too. Hello Paul from Cape Cod. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. How you doing? So here we're seeing the double-decker buses. There's a lot more nowadays. Now there's one big difference I think in New York City now that comes to tourism. Tourism has been like spread out throughout the year. No longer is it just the massive peaks of July and December, but now there's pretty much tourists here all year, even as early as January, which kind of shocked me personally. So I'm anticipating that Times Square is going to be very packed.
Give me like 1 minute. She's like, I'm going to assign her. And so I got charged, which meant Charlie got to sit on my lap the entire flight.
Jason says, happy 420. It is a very confusing holiday for Americans because it's both Easter and 420. If you don't know what 420 is, it's basically a holiday where people partake in smoking cannabis. So they're both combined. Maybe some people are celebrating both. And if you're watching from a part of the world where you're like, oh my God, is he mentioning a legal drug? Cannabis is fully legal here in New York State, including the city. And there's shops everywhere, and I think as long as you have a legal identification, I think it has to be a New York State driver's license, but I think you can also use a passport. You can buy. Anyone can buy, basically, nowadays here. Susie says, where's your Easter bonnet? Don't have Easter. Oh, they're making a run for it. They're making a run for it. They saw the cops. Look. Cops are coming. I'm gonna. Whoa, 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 whoa! Wow, well, these guys are fast. Oh my God, the cops are there. They're selling bootlegs for anyone who doesn't know. Sometimes stolen goods like stolen AirPod Maxes and AirPods. Sometimes even iPhones, and then bootleg purses and such. And they went fast. Oh my God. Hello, DS. Welcome. Hello, Jeanette. It's also your granddaughter's birthday. Wow, triple holiday. That's amazing. Let's cross over here. Barris says, wow, run for it. I don't need to run for it. I'm not selling illegal goods, as far as I know. No one better be selling illegal urbanist merchandise, please. Don't do that. That's not cool. Isabel says that was fun to see. Yeah, it's a more of an increasingly common sight because these vendors have been proliferating through different areas of New York. The hotspots are here in Times Square, Chinatown along Canal Street, specifically around like Lafayette and Canal. And then I've seen them in one other spot. I'm trying to recall what was the other spot. If anyone knows the other spot they hang out a lot in. Oh, closer to Bryant Park nowadays. So behold, Times Square, the crossroads of the world, the Great White Way, or the place that New Yorkers dread. It's funny because many friends of mine who live here, who've lived here for years or grew up here, barely come to Times Square because you might be commuting through Times Square, but people rarely make it a point to go to Times Square. Let me know if you're such a New Yorker. So we're walking through this direction. Now there's a public plaza here. Public plazas pretty much are starting to extend all the way through Broadway till Central Park. Hey, Dia says it was gorgeous yesterday. It's gorgeous today. Yesterday was 80 degrees Fahrenheit, so it was very, very warm. But today is much more reasonable temperature. Joey, you were here 6 months ago. It's beautiful. I agree. Susie says 420 and Easter Sunday together is sacrilege. I guess to some people it is, yes. I go to Times Square maybe once a year, says Susie. Native New Yorker. Ramona says thanks. Hannah says hello. Hey, Hannah. I'm so glad so many of the OG urbanists are tuning in. Why was the street painted blue, says Adam? I don't know. I think the city is experimenting with different types of styles of how to paint the pedestrianized streets. Here, for example, this was pedestrianized back in like 2009-ish. And this used to be street. This used to be asphalt, part of the Broadway going down. But now they've made official like pavement. Hey, Mark Polo says, I used to go Times Square a lot for the Roundabout Theater. It's a great theater. Sally, nice to see you here. Welcome. Wow, we got a lot of people tuning in. Nice to see everyone here. Let me know, where are you watching from? Sally says, I hope you're doing well. I am doing very well. I've gained a lot of followers past few days. Multiple videos have gone viral, so I'm very grateful for all the new viewers out there. Let me know if you're watching this live stream right now and you just started following me this past week. Let us know. You're welcome. Thank you so much for coming to this live stream. People here are very friendly, so feel free to say hi. I'm talking about the comments. Beware of New Yorkers. Eugene from Northern Ireland, nice to see you here. So here are the red steps. If you enjoy walking up steps, this is the attraction for you. At least you get a good view of Times Square. If you enjoy also sitting on grimy steps, well, this is also the place for you. Sit down and admire the hustle, the bustle, the costume characters that harass tourists, the deluge of tour buses, and the bombardment of advertising that overstimulates the mind to the point when you come back from your vacation in New York, you feel like you need a vacation from that vacation. But that's what a big city is all about. It's about being so overly stimulated, so caught up in the rush of city life that you go back to your hometown, your village, you're a smaller city, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna need to rest now. Hey, Lori says, I'm enjoying your short videos, sir. Thank you. I am glad YouTube has expanded short videos to 3 minutes now. So now I'm able to tell much more complete stories where they feel like really satisfying. So I'm glad people are enjoying the short videos. Eugene, nice to see you here. Ellen says, Bayside, Queens. Welcome. Amelie from France. Ooh, bonjour. I followed you for a very long time, says Daniel. Yes, Daniel, thank you so much. So, pro tip, if you're here in Times Square and want to go to see a show last minute and not pay an arm and a leg and your soul, you can come here to the TKTS stand, which is short for tickets. And you can buy, tickets are sometimes 50 to 80% off retail price. You line up, it's open throughout the day. Earlier in the day, it's gonna be a little bit more packed because people are trying to get the better seats or get a little bit more choice. But I would recommend coming pretty much like 20 minutes, 30 minutes before showtime, maybe a little bit earlier. Depends on your taste for walking fast. But come here about like an hour before showtime, 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. and grab yourself any show. And you'll be getting some great seats. The few times I've done TKTS, I've come like an hour before the show time, and I've gotten orchestra seats, which is center in the ground level. The stage is right in front of you. It's really, really great. One time I spent $80. Another time I spent, I think, about $40, $50. It's really, really awesome. Let me know if you've done TKTS before. Janet from Puerto Rico. Oh, epa, bienvenidos. I was just working on a video about the history of Latin jazz. Stay tuned, that's coming up very soon. It's coming up the middle of this week. And I end up interviewing a Latin jazz legend here in New York City, Chucho Valdez. I'm so excited. Is anyone dressed up for the Easter? You know, we're in the touristy area. The dressing up happened more in the Easter parade on Fifth Avenue, close to St. Patrick's Cathedral. That was earlier today. And then if you go to neighborhoods where they take Easter more seriously, like Astoria, Queens, where there's a large Greek population, you'll see people more formally dressed because for the Greek Orthodox, it's more of a serious deal. Let me know if there's other neighborhoods where you'll see more bigger Easter celebration. Pro tip, there's gonna be a lot of these photographers out here. Some of them will claim that they're doing it for free. They'll like you take the photo, they'll immediately try to upsell you. So just be aware that if you're here and someone says, oh, let me take your photo for free. No, they're gonna charge you. They're gonna try to charge you a lot. And if you don't give them what they want, they'll ask for even more. So just fair warning. Same thing with the costume characters. Seems like self-service is excellent. It really is excellent. Stewart says, I went to the TKCS stand and went to see Chicago. Ooh, cool. Are Yankee tickets also for sale in the TKTS? No, it's only for Broadway and off-Broadway. And then there's a TKTS stand for Lincoln Center, which is classical music, ballet, plays. So nothing for sports. Sports, I'm not sure where to go to buy cheaper tickets. Is the fake underground sound still there? It is, but they're blasting reggaeton now, and I want the live stream to be taken down. So I'll show it a different day. Well, I'm making a video about it soon. Stay tuned. Oh my God. Guys, remember my live videos, 2020, during the pandemic. Remember that? Well, yep. Now we're back to normal. DS says, what's your favorite play that you've ever seen? Favorite play that I've ever seen on Broadway is Fun Home, written by Alison Bechtel. And it's the only play that made me bawl. Not cry, but sob. Great play. I just loved it. It's no longer running, but if it ever does run again, do go see Fun Home. There you go. Let's take in Times Square. Sandra says, I love Fun Home too. Yeah. Hannah says, I remember when your dad was driving with you. Yeah. He took the car. I was in the passenger seat. We were doing live video tours of New York City as it was empty. Good to see you back doing lives. Your airport lives are the best, says Too Quick for Civic. Oh man, thank you so much. I appreciate you watching my airport live videos. Yeah, they were great. I was able to show how to transport from the airport all the way to the middle of the city, to Midtown. Is your mini fashion documentary still running in Times Square? It should be. Susie is referring to Rise New York. I had to mute because of popular music, but Susie was referring to Rise New York, which is on 45th and Broadway. Let's walk over there. I'll show you. So a few years back, a production company saw my feature-length documentary about the history of fashion in New York City. That's on YouTube. You can find it. Search Urbanist Fashion and it'll pop up. And they loved it so much that they wanted a shorter version to play on loop in their new museum that's called Rise New York. And it's a place where you can learn all about New York City history, and it's also interactive. And it's right here.
Well, yeah, that's a good point.
It's on 45th and Broadway. Rise New York. Highly recommend checking it out. It's a fun attraction. But as far as I know, my documentary is still playing on loop here in Rise New York about fashion in New York City. There's like 3 documentary shorts that play in this exhibition. Highly recommend checking it out. Fun way to learn New York City history really quickly. And it ends with this experience where it's like a Disney type ride where there's a big screen and the seats move, and it's like a 4D experience of riding through New York City. It's really fun. All right. DS says, I also love the coffee documentary. Oh, thank you so much, DS. I appreciate that. Susie says, the ride was awesome. I agree. The ride is awesome. Greetings from Iceland. When are you coming over, Anthony? I really want to go to Iceland soon. I really do. Haven't have any plans yet, but I will be traveling soon, so you'll be seeing a different destination. I'll probably do 1 or 2 live videos there. As I mentioned, I'm no longer really focusing on live videos, hence that's why I removed live from my username. But you'll definitely also see a lot of short videos in these new destinations. Lori says, friendly people out there. Yeah, indeed, friendly people. People love the camera. Paul says, have you seen Oh Mary? Who are you referring to, Paul? Are you referring to my friend Mary Jane, who also runs a YouTube channel? Jill says, I've been watching since 2020. Your lives and videos are the best for seeing cities. Since I don't travel at all. Oh, I'm so happy. B says, go to Washington Square Park and celebrate 420. Yeah, Washington Square Park will be probably one of the hotspots for 420 celebrations. It's too crowded for someone with social anxiety, says Rafael. Thank God live streams exist. This is right. If you want to avoid crowded places, New York is a bit hard, but definitely come here in New York like in January. It's still like the month that's the emptiest. Later January, early February. It's the quietest months of the year for New York if you want to avoid the hectic crowds. It's gonna be really cold, and if you get lucky, it's gonna be like 16 degrees Fahrenheit, and almost no one will be around. Tiger Cat says, live stream is how I found you. Oh, I followed you after the Halloween 2020 live stream during the pandemic. That's awesome. DS says, you're no longer focused on live videos? Are you focused now on shorts? Yes, documentaries I did a lot, but they were very time intensive, so I'm focusing on short videos. You'll be learning a lot more cool stuff on short videos. PowerPoint says, I just realized you're live. I am indeed. Welcome. How are you doing? Oh Mary's a hilarious play on Broadway. It's across the street from the museum. Ah, okay. Oh yeah. I haven't seen it yet. The last Broadway musical that I saw was Maybe Happy Ending, and it's incredible. Highly recommend. If anyone wants to see a great Broadway musical right now, go see Maybe Happy Ending. How's the weather? Says too quick for Civic. Very good. It's nice and relaxing. It's 63 degrees Fahrenheit. Lori says, it's so nice to see you. Yeah, nice to see you too, Lori. Thank you so much for tuning in. Susie says, I should have changed your name to Urbanist Occasionally Live. My son asked, do you see Spider-Man anywhere? Yeah, there's plenty of Spider-Mans here in Times Square. Now, if you do take a photo with the Spider-Man or any other costume character, they will ask for a tip. Some of them might be pretty aggressive about it, so just fair warning. Jill says, are you working on another documentary? Not in the meanwhile. Documentaries took a whole lot of work, and 4 out of the 6 episodes I posted, no more. Posted 6 plus 2 and 7. Okay, so I posted 6 plus 2, 8, 9. I posted 9 episodes of long form documentaries. Only 2 of them did well in terms of views. The other ones did not do so well. So, you know, I lost money making them, and they were very time intensive. And so at the moment, I don't really have the budget nor capacity to do documentaries. But I do hope I get the chance again. I hope I can make the chance again. That's why I'm focusing on short videos. Short videos is, you know, where there's a lot of opportunity as a content creator. Live videos, unfortunately, not at all. Not on YouTube or on Facebook. The live videos that do well are these young dudes that are just hanging out, causing chaos. That's the live videos that people really love, which is not my shtick. My shtick is telling you cool history tales and teaching you about culture and architecture. So short videos it is, with the occasional live. All right, now we are exiting Times Square. So where shall we go? We got two choices. You gotta write down in the comments. Put a thumbs up emoji if you want to see the Garment District and head towards Penn Station. Put a heart emoji if you want to go towards Bryant Park. Choose wisely. Choose wisely, ladies and gentlemen. Heart for Bryant Park and Grand Central. Thumbs up for Garment District and Penn Station. Choose very wisely. This is one of the most important choices you're going to make in your life. Jill says here, very talented and educational sorts are awesome. Oh, thank you. Wow, I think hearts are winning by a long shot. Oh my God, okay, all right. You've won my heart, so we're going to Bryant Park. Tom asked, why are you moving away from live videos? As I mentioned, another factor was less and less views on live videos. It's just YouTube is not really promoting live videos anymore, and Facebook definitely isn't, which is a big shame. So some of my colleagues have had success, but I definitely see it waning just in general for live videos on YouTube. Howie says, where are you from originally? I'm Puerto Rican, raised in New York, aka a New Yorican. And I think that's a very kind of particular culture, New Yorican. Definitely some of the more famous people in the world are New Yoricans. Name famous New Yoricans, let us know off the top of your head. Ludo with a 10 euro super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 10 euros. I really do appreciate that. One of the other live streams, people asked me if there's a Planet Hollywood. I thought it closed down, but nope, it's still here. Sally, nice to see you here. Hello, Mylene. Hello, Julianne. If anyone wants a quick bite and you're in the Times Square area, I recommend Rosetta. Really great bakery with some pizza, Italian style, Roman style pizza. Some great sandwiches, good coffee, actually really good coffee. So I recommend Rosetta here on 42nd Street between Broadway and 6th Avenue.
vielleicht der nächste Ton.
Ooh. Okay, we have arrived to Bryant Park. Someone asked, no loud sirens yet? You just jinxed it. Don't say that too loud because there will be another loud siren. Raynette, hey. Raynette, nice to see you here, Raynette. How are you doing? Also, if you are a mega urbanist contributing $20 or more, you will be receiving a postcard for the month of April of New York City. So stay tuned. Ooh, so there's shops now during the springtime. This is cool. You can buy jewelry. NW says, have you seen the Bob Dylan movie? I tried, NW. Really gave it my best effort. The movie's very long. It's so repetitive. I didn't understand a word that the actor Timothée Chalamet said. It was a real struggle. There's no story. They showed New York, but I think they showed too little of New York. So I just did not like the movie. I was going to review it, but you know, it was just, in my opinion, it was terrible. I think it's only a good movie if you're really a gigantic, massive fan of Bob Dylan. Then I think it will be satisfying. Wow, this is a green lawn. Oh my. So right now we are in Bryant Park, which is at 42nd Street and 6th Avenue. It extends towards the New York Public Library, which we're seeing right here. And that's 5th Avenue, that direction. We are seeing the Empire State Building right here. And then if you're a fan, who's a fan of the show Younger? I binged it the past few months on Netflix. Great show. If you want a good New York City show, watch the show Younger. And in the show, she works right here in this building, the Salesforce building. Is that Bryant Park? Says C. Yes, it is C. And this is not a trickery of the camera. This is how green the lawn looks. NW says, what's your favorite movie in New York? My favorite movie in New York City is Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. It's the movie that shows the New York I grew up with, or not grew up with, but really enjoyed in my late teens, early 20s. So it's a movie very close to my heart. So I recommend Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. And it shows like a side of New York that's not frequently seen in most movies. And then after that, there is When Harry Met Sally. I think one of the greatest movies ever made, or dare I say, the greatest movie ever made. Hey, Tiger says, will you be showing us the favorite restroom? I'll be showing it to you from the outside, because I won't be bringing a camera into the inside of a restroom unless if it was private. But right here, Jills, thank you so much for tuning in. So right here is the famous restroom of New York City. It's very clean. It's the cleanest public restroom that you'll find. And they play classical music. So highly, highly recommend coming to this restroom. Take a pee here. You won't regret it.
No, I don't like going to family. Even if we're gonna go.
The other one I had 2 more.
It's the hottest restroom in New York City. That's why there's such a long line. But if you do want to avoid the line, go to Rosetta, which I just pointed out earlier. Go to the Japanese bookstore. I forgot the name, it's pretty long. But it's right here, right on 6th Avenue and 41st Street. There's also Dos Toros on 40th, right above 6th Avenue. And then you could go to nearby Grand Central. So there's plenty of options for restrooms where you don't need to wait in a long line. Janet says, proud of being New Yorican. Hey, you're a fellow New Yorican as well. Very nice park someday. If you could go to Riverside Park. It's my favorite childhood park. Yeah, I aim on making a few short videos about Riverside. There's a lot of cool history there. Stay tuned. Hey, Gerard says, I love the live videos. Oh, Gerard, I'm glad you do. Thank you so much for tuning in, man. So pristine the lawn, says Oleg. No one's laying on it. No one is laying on it. Very true. Wow. Such a beautiful building. I remember a Brooklyn live stream several years ago where you ate at an Irish restaurant. Yeah, I've eaten at an Irish restaurant in the Bronx. It was really cool because there's Little Ireland, and there's Irish people from Ireland that just immigrated a few years ago. Still speaking with their Irish accents. It's a great neighborhood to visit if you want to see something very different. And then there's also a small little Irish enclave. Again, recent Irish, not Irish dating back 100 years ago. There's a small Irish enclave in Sunnyside, Queens. NW says in Europe, hotels have to let you use the restroom. Yes, some European nations require the restrooms to be open or accessible, or pay a small fee, like 50 euro to use it. That's not the case in New York. While in New York you'll find plenty of hotels with accessible bathrooms, there's less and less nowadays. All right, we're gonna go back uptown and let's explore the area of 5th Avenue, which is another place really packed with tourists all year round, but now especially on Easter Sunday. Whoa. Hey, Lori says, I remember you sharing what looks like inside the New York Public Library. I have plenty of videos inside the New York Public Library. So search New York Public Library Urbanist, and you'll find a lot of videos, at least 5 or 6 videos. Wow, new skyscraper here. Look at that. And these have to be apartments. That's crazy. Adam says, what are great New Jersey suburbs? Adam, I wish I knew. I don't know too much about the suburbs of New Jersey. Long Island, there's not that many walkable suburbs either. So Huntington is pleasant, but even if you get off the train in Huntington, you still have to take a bus or a taxi to get to the walkable town center. Yeah, so Long Island, New Jersey, probably not the best places to just explore like you would a small European town. Dutch Ma says, oh wow, you're back to live. Yes, I am. Dutch Ma says, when are you coming back to Coney? Oh, I want to, Dutch Moss. So Dutch Moss, great live streamer, still going at it with live streaming, which I appreciate that. Oh, look at that. Now that's a sparkly, I love that. So we're seeing the bonnets. All right, we're gonna see a few more people dressed up because this is where the parade just happened. So let me know, do you want me to join Dutch Moss in Coney Island for a series of videos? We already covered a lot of cool history, but I think we could cover it again in other stories as well. So let us know. Do you want another team up between me and Dutch Moss, who's a Coney Island aficionado and expert at this point? Cat Yellow Ranger says, I miss these live streams. Oh, Cat Yellow Ranger, I'm so glad you missed these live streams. I love that people are still dressed up today. That's awesome.
Don't pick it up like that.
Hey, Dutch says, I'll take you to the Yellow Submarine. Wait, Dutch, I've been meaning to make a video on the Yellow Submarine. I think we talked about this. It's a bit far. It's hard to get a good look at it. Is it easier now? If it is, yes, do DM me. I think we should be making a video about the Yellow Submarine very soon because that is a great story that I don't think anyone really has covered on short videos. So yeah, let's do it. Love from rural Canada. I watch every episode. Says Crack. Hey, Crack, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for letting me know about Dutch Moss a few years ago, says Oleg. Oh, Oleg, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that's the case. Dutch Moss says, a low tide, it's easier. Ah, okay, good to hear. Okay, it's low tide. That's the trick to see the Yellow Submarine. All right, we'll do that. All right, who wants a hot dog? Let me know. Have you been to Washington Square Park? See. No, I don't. Washington Square Park? Is that in Staten Island? I don't recall. I wish I knew. Yeah. I'll check it out though. Washington Circle Park? Oh, Square Park. Okay. I'm just joking. Pardon the sarcasm, but it's probably the park that I've shown the most on my videos, live videos, short videos. Search Washington Square Park, you'll find 20 or 30 videos potentially from what I've done. Washington Square Park Urbanist on the search bar. All right, head to mute with music. Hey, magandang apo to all the Filipinos out there. Mika, happy Easter. Let us know, how do you celebrate Easter for everyone tuning in? Do you celebrate Easter? Is there some type of tradition you guys do? Ooh. This is a massive empty lot here. I think they're gonna build a skyscraper, judging by how big this lot is. Look, wow, they're gonna build something huge here. Wonder how tall. Lola says, you just got a sub from me. Oh, yes. Yes, I wanted a sandwich. Oh wait, you mean subscribing? Okay, all right, that's still pretty cool. Thank you. Yeah, awesome. Ooh, Consigli. Haven't heard of these developers, but look at that. Wow. Susie says, I dyed a few eggs. Oh, all right. Hannah, thank you so much for the stars. Matt says, morning, everyone. Pam says, absolutely perfect weather. Do they still have the Easter parade? They do. It already passed, but it was right down here. Hence, we're going to see a lot of people walking through this street with huge hats. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. Dutch says, have you heard of the skyscraper with the amusement park on top called the Torch? It's not in New York City. Where is it, Dutch? I haven't heard of it yet, but that sounds epic. Lola says, sub fresh from the deli. Oh, thank you so much, Lola. Appreciate that. That's awesome. I celebrate the resurrection of our Savior. Yes. Yes. Of course. Jesus is my homie too. I'm still waiting for him to come back. Not sure what's taking him so long. It's been 2,000 years already, man. Yeah, if anyone can tell Jesus to hurry up, we're still waiting. Dutch says, oh, it's happening in New York. It's in Midtown and under the construction. Dutch, I'm glad that you are so on top of these stories. Everyone, right now, give a round of hearts to Dutch Moz because he brought to my awareness a skyscraper that is leaning in Lower Manhattan. It's called the Leaning Tower of Manhattan, or the Leaning Tower Pisarotti, which is the name of the construction company. And I just did a short video again of it. I've done like 3 or 4 of them at this point, and I've done 3. And now for the 3rd time, I've gotten yet again 1 million plus views. And it's thanks to Dutch for first bringing it to my awareness. So thank you so much, Dutch, for telling me so much like tiny little things about New York that most other content creators or tour guides wouldn't really care about. But you really care about these tiny little things like I do. And they make for some really good stories. So thank you so much, Dutch. Lola says, sorry about the all caps. I'm a disabled veteran and typing all caps helps. Okay, Lola, yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for commenting. Dutch says you're more than welcome. Thank you so much, Dutch. B says, show us the Diamond District. Diamond District, there's not much happening in Diamond District because it is a weekend. It's better to go on a weekday. But let's go here towards where the parade just happened. I think a lot of people are going to enjoy that. Have you done a video about the Long Lines building? Let's put it out there. Yes, I have. A lot of videos, like 5 videos of the Long Lines building in different formats. I will be doing another one soon, another short video about the Long Lines building. Stay tuned because it's such a great story. It deserves to be told once again. Pineapple says, you do amazing shorts, Ariel, and Dutch knows everything else. Oh, pro tip everyone, if you want great Italian espresso, go here to Intimissimi Cafe. It is great. I would show it to you, but it would be very awkward to walk in with a camera through a lingerie store. But if you're a guy or you identify as masculine, don't be afraid to walk through this lingerie store, go to the second floor and find one of the better Italian cafes in New York City. They sell great Italian espresso that is roasted here. It's further up in Spanish Harlem. They have their roaster, and it's really, really good. It's one of the few places that actually roasts with Robusta beans, which has that classic punchy taste that you get from Italian espresso. So Intimissimi, right over here. And then you might be seeing videos soon of me at Boulevard. Boulevard has like a secret museum up here on the third floor of the Citizen Watch Group store. And I've done videos about this museum that you'll be seeing on their TikTok channel. So go to Boulevard on TikTok. Hey, PowerPoint says, I don't mind those lingerie stores. Gone those with my GFs. What's the latest news on the Flatiron building? I think a private developer purchased it to make condominiums, as far as I know. But I do aim to make another video on the Flatiron building soon, so also stay tuned. I got a lot of videos to make, but yeah, I'm gonna make more videos about the buildings of New York. So let me know right now if you want videos about any other big famous buildings in New York City or interesting buildings in New York City. Pamela, nice to see you here. Adam says, have you been to the Seaport Museum? I have. I never shown it on video. I don't think they allowed cameras. It is a nice museum if you want to learn about the Seaport. I do recommend it if you're in the Seaport area. So NYPD, along with the sanitation department, was blocking traffic because this was the Easter parade.
Yeah, brother. You have to give me 90 days. No problem. No problem. My boss.
All right, you're about to open up the streets, so let's enjoy walking in the middle of the street. I could stop in many other places, but this is a rare opportunity to walk on Fifth Avenue without the hindrance of traffic. So we're gonna do that. If you wanna see videos of Rockefeller Center, of St. Patrick's Cathedral, you can check out my older videos. Rob says, I didn't know there was an Easter parade. You know, Rob, me neither. I just found out about it today. I didn't know about the Easter parade. Though I have friends that cover these events constantly. There's NYC for All. Her name is Kiara. There is Megan Daly. Here in NY, New York City Walking Show. They all cover these events very frequently. All right, it's about to get hectic here. Here we have St. Patrick's Cathedral, the Catholic Cathedral of New York City. And then we're going to see some cool costumes. People are still here. Costumes. Ravi from Pune, India. Hey, Ravi. Thank you so much for tuning in. Whoa.
Yeah, I think those like top
Yeah.
When I say uh-oh, you say hey, uh-oh. Rocking on the zone, think the patty got the game is on the bone. Till the microphones, I leave it alone. You know what show is on home. God rappers, my mood. Stand up to the American. You know, I got a hat like that, the hat like that, the fat like that. You know the papa and the lover, it's a thing like that. Okay, well, I know. The icons and interesting boys. People film on them. I got a real song budget. Shout out to my friends across the street, Banana Republic. I love it. I don't shop there. You know it's fire. And my papa right here.
Turned away with the orange.
Clothes, yes, y'all are looking good. My man got a habit to make America good again. You know I look for friends until now. So make some noise, hands in the air right now. When I yell, uh-oh, you say hey, uh-oh. When I say uh-oh, you say hey, uh-oh. Okay, and there we go round. We got some drinking and now we got a holiday. We got a telephone. We got a telephone.
You want to head back?
Ah, bueno, vamos.
Alright, sure, yeah, no, it's just like,
So many beautiful hats around here. It's because there was a Easter Day parade where it's like all about wearing costumes and bonnets, hats, headwear.
Ja nešto sledeću godinu sad da napravim.
Hey, Lori, I'm not going to take a peek inside St. Patrick's because I want to enjoy show everyone the bonnets here. But I have plenty of videos of St. Patrick's. I like this one. It's a mushroom. It's kind of cool. Hey, Ed W says, when will you visit Rome again? Remember the jazz boat? Oh, that was my favorite.
She is absolutely gorgeous. Okay.
Oh my God. I love that one. Easter Island. Oh, that's a great one. Hey, Evangeli from Monasteraki Square. Oh, I'm so glad you're tuning in. Thank you so much. Happy Easter to you and all your family in Monasteraki and in Athens. Wow, this is really cool. My girlfriend was telling me about this, and I was like, "Oh, are you gonna check it out?" I was like, don't really feel like it, because I thought it was gonna be a little bit kind of a bit silly. But no, this is actually really awesome.
But yeah, and you didn't have any time slots except for like right now.
Lori, nice to see you here. Wow, that was awesome. That is awesome. I need a crazy hat now. I need like a huge pigeon on my head. That's what I need to do. I need like a massive, like a big, real pigeon, healthy pigeon on my head, just resting, laying an egg. Yes, there we go. That's the type of hat I need. If anyone knows how to get a pigeon that can stay still and lay an egg, let me know ASAP, because I really need something to put on my head. Hey, Mickey says, I just started watching your channel a few days ago and I love how informative you are. Oh, Mickey, thank you so much for tuning in. That really means a lot. Thank you. Rob says, pigeon eating fries. Yes. Oh, pizza. So let's make it very New York. Susie says, ooh, cotton candy. Oh, yeah. Cotton candy. How wonderful it is. My gimbal's freaking out on me. It has gesture control. Gotta turn it off. Can you turn off that one? Crochet, oh my god. Alright, I had to quickly turn off my gimbal's new feature, which is gesture control, meaning that it could track. Sally says, is the church closed now? It could. Lori says, did your phone overheat? No, it was just my gimbal was going haywire. Hey, how much are the bunny ears? Those, I have two of them. I have a purple and a pink one. Give me 1 second. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Okay, let me know if you guys could actually see me, hear me. I'm about to go to Easter dinner, early dinner, with my girlfriend and a few other people. And she was lamenting how she really wanted Easter bunny ears. Because she used to wear them as a little kid. And I'm like, all right. Like her, one more friend, Easter bunny ears.
I know.
These are not for me. I don't think they'll fit my head. Okay, I think they're going to start opening the street to traffic. But that was the Easter, the people still hanging out for the Easter parade. It's really cool. Teresia says Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you too, Teresia. Tuning in from Germany. Oh, how I miss Germany. Such a great country. Really loved my time hanging out in Germany. Well, that was a lot of fun. All right, everyone, I'm gonna close out this live stream for today. Thank you, everyone who has been following throughout the years, and new followers alike. Thank you so much for watching all the different types of videos I do. Be sure to check out my short videos. They're on the same channel here, Urbanist Ariel, Facebook and YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Urbanist Ariel, and you can find me on basically any platform. And if you want access to bonus videos, go to patreon.com/urbanist. More bonus videos will be posted in the upcoming weeks. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful Easter. Enjoy with friends, family. Regardless if you're Christian or not, have a good Sunday and enjoy some good food, some good company. And thank you so much for tuning in. Keep being awesome and always keep on exploring and stay curious, my friends. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.